Hi everybody, welcome back to another video on Vikings War of Clans. So today I wanted to share with you a little bit about attacking and go over some of my recent defeats, as well as what I learned from that, and a little bit of other stuff as well. So starting out, I'm showing you just the most recent defense that our clan had for the place of power. This one clan, We Russ, like I said before, is like the main enemy in the kingdom, and they continuously onslaught the place of power, trying to take it over. And you can see that they're doing an awful job. They just keep throwing all these troops and losing. It's not the best strategy. They really should attack with stronger units, but they're afraid they're going to lose more, I think. So anyway, this was what we have. What happened last. They had a 15-person onslaught, and they got demolished. So that's cool. And then right before that, they did another attack, and they lost again. This one had a little bit more meat in it, but they still got the worst of it. I mean, they are chipping away at our numbers, but they're losing more than we are, so that's not a good strategy for them. The one thing that they are doing great at is killing all of our scouts. They have this one guy who is Castle 25, 166 million influence. He's their strongest player. He's the strongest player in the entire kingdom right now, and he has invested a lot in scouts. And because of that, he's been able to attack the place of power with the scouts and basically kill all of our scouts, and now he can see what's in there. So that's unfortunate for us, but even knowing what's in there, they still haven't figured out how to actually win, which is, I guess, okay. I'm showing you right now the place of power. This is the reputes, basically the benefit of having the place of power. You can pass out these different things to other players in the kingdom. So I have the Vanquisher, which is the best one for offense and defense, attacking basically. And then you can see we gave all the good ones to our clan, and we usually give some of the bad ones to some of their guys. Like we gave the Wimp one to the dude that keeps onslaughting us, Weakling to this other guy, Simpleton over here to Dragon. It's just kind of funny to be able to dish out, stuff like that. So I wanted to show you, we just got attacked again. Alright, let's see how we did. It says defense succeeded. This was a very, very bad plan. They attacked with 31,000 troops into 4 million. We only lost 3,000, so this guy is not too smart. Okay, so anyway, what I wanted to show you was that level 20 or Castle 25 guy with all the influence. He was unshielded earlier, attacking other towns. And I got a little bit creative, hoping that he wouldn't have his hero in his town when I hit him, because that makes a huge difference, because he was attacking other smaller villages. But either he had a hero's double, so he still had the hero in the town, or he didn't send it with his little attacks. Either way, I sent in a full march of 420,000 troops, all melee, and got totally demolished. And after this happened, I realized that I still had my hero in farm mode with all the farming gear on, none of the war stuff. His specs were wrong. And what I mean by that, again, is if I click on my hero and look at the skills, you can see that right now all of my points are spent on farming and resource gathering. None of them are spent on all the offensive stuff. Whereas if I go to my war stats, everything's on the other side. So it's a lot more powerful if I have this done correctly. It makes a huge difference. And yeah, I didn't remember to switch that back. I got so excited he was without a shield, I just poured it over there and tried to hit him. And as a result, I managed to lose I lost 80% of my army. So that hurt. And then I was so butthurt about that, I thought it would be a good idea to recruit some help and maybe try and onslaught him. So I onslaughted him with just help from one other person with a much stronger force. A lot of T5s in this. See? Ugh. And we lost again. He did lose 240,000 troops that time, but we got crushed. I lost about 400,000, and my partner Nate, who was jumping in with us, got creamed a little bit too. So, it's unfortunate that when you attack and lose, you don't know what they have. You only get to see the detailed report when you win. So this is all the information I have. But what I can tell you is, we lost 31 million influence, and he lost 21 million. Well, that means he's just got a ton of troops. He probably has a couple million troops, at least, high-level troops, in his town, making him impossible to attack for one person or without a very large onslaught. But he's not as strong when he attacks other people, because he can only send so many in one march. But I learned a lesson here. I'm not going to be attacking without a much larger force, somebody like that again. And I knew that. I just really wanted to try and hurt him, and it didn't work out. Instead, it backfired, and I lost a ton of troops. But that's okay. Troops come and go. It's not the end of the world. I know a lot of people, if they took a loss like I just took, they might consider not playing anymore. They'd be real mad about it. But you know what? It happens. Forget to put a shield up, get wrecked, or do an attack on someone too big for you, get wrecked. It's okay. Not a big deal. It's more important that you just keep growing your knowledge and getting better gear. And the more you do that, you'll keep improving, and you can always train more troops. So speaking of the troops, I wanted to touch on whether or not you should be using your infirmary to resurrect your troops. You can only heal them if they died in your town. So when you attack and lose, they don't come here. But you can always resurrect your dead troops for gold if you wanted to. It's a terrible idea, though. It costs just a ton of gold to resurrect your units. You're better off training new units. Way better. They often have these events where resurrecting your troops is like 70% off, and even then, it's not even worth it at all. But just to show you, if I were to add all 1.2 million troops that have died in the last week from me, it would cost me 15.7 million gold to resurrect. Well, that's a lot. Just to give you an idea on what that would financially cost if it was something I was ever planning on doing, you get 300,000 gold or so for $100. So that's like, $300 or $400 per million gold. So, this is just retarded amounts of money. It's impossible to do that. So, some people I know have said that they just resurrect their weakest ones because you can do a lot better with that. Like, I can instantly resurrect all these stalkers, 65,000 of them for 162,000 gold. And guess what? Not worth it at all. You're better off training new troops. So, just don't ever do that. Don't waste your gold. It's okay if you lose troops. It's going to happen. Part of the game. Don't worry about it. Just train more when you can. So, another thing I want to talk about as far as attacking goes, contrary to what it looks like from the fails that I just showed you, I actually do pretty well attacking on a regular basis. And I wanted to touch on kind of the way I do that. First of all, like I said, it's really important when you have an army and you have resources that you stay shielded all the time. So, you either need to have enough shields or have enough gold to buy some shields. So what I do, if I find someone I want to attack, I'll see if I can find someone now that would make it cool for the video, but at the moment I'm only attacking really one clan on the tiles here, or at all. So I have to look and see if I can find one of them. And it doesn't look like I can find too much right now. But basically what I do is, if I find someone I want to hit, as soon as I send the attack out. So if I were to attack this guy, right? As soon as I send the attack out, it's gonna break my shield. So then, as soon as that happens, I immediately go to items, and I go over to shields, and I immediately throw up another shield. And that way, you're shielded while your troops are marching, and you don't have to worry about someone sneaking up on you and smacking you while you don't have your hero in the town, and you're not prepared for it. And you should always do that. You want to shield up right away when you send out an attack. That way, at least you don't get surprised. So that's pretty much going to be it for right now. We're going to continue the struggle to hold the place of power here in this kingdom. And our clan is doing an excellent job. If anybody from Blood and Grit or any of our family clan is watching this video. You guys are doing really good. Thank you so much for all the help, and keep growing, because we're doing a really good job in this kingdom, and pretty soon it won't even be contested. So alright, I hope that helped, and I hope you guys liked watching or seeing the reports from our pace of power defenses as well as my failing attacks. So hopefully in the next video I can do a little bit more attacking live and maybe show some success, but I'm going to be in farm mode for the next day, trying to recoup some silver and some food, and maybe do a little bit of training. So anyway, appreciate you watching the video. Let me know as always in the comments what you want to see, and drop me a like and share. Thanks guys.